Good morning, guys. It's Baba Femi here. The time right now, it's currently 5:30 a.m. I woke up at 5 and I spent 10 minutes like reading the Bible and praying. I love to do that first thing in the morning because God is at the center of everything that I do. And when you're pursuing things in life, such as business, fitness, your relationships, sometimes you can put them on a pedestal and you can tend to idolize them without even realizing. So one thing that I'm doing is just putting God first in the morning. That is a cornerstone habit for myself, that it is very important that I just do that first thing in the morning. I'm gonna drink 1 liter of water. This is 1.5 liters of water, so I'm gonna drink that right now. You wanna be drinking water first thing in the morning. You wanna make sure you hydrate yourself. Like, it's very important that you do that first thing in the morning, because you wanna make sure that, one, you can jumpstart your metabolism, as well as giving yourself that cognitive boost in your brain. Because when you're sleeping, you're dehydrated. If you're waking up first thing in the morning and you're drinking a Monster Energy, you've lost the plot. Because like most people nowadays, they just wake up and they just go on their phones. Like, you just wake up and you just go on your phone, and you just get annoyed. Like, you wake up, yeah, you go on your phone and you get annoyed because you realize that the woman you was texting last night, she ain't replied. So now you're in a bad mood. And then you look at your Instagram and then you realize that, oh, some girl liked your post. So now you feel happy all of a sudden. And then you realize, oh, I have to go to work still. Then you get sad. It's like you're being reactive from the first moment you wake up because you're directing your mind to your phone. You're too lazy to actually think and to actually pick up a notepad and write some things down. But you want to instantly just feel an emotion rather than use your brain, rather than actually get the cogs moving and actually use what God gave you. But you'd rather go on social media first thing in the morning. These are some changes that are really gonna just change the trajectory of your day. And then days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months, months to years, years to decades. You're not stupid. I don't need to tell you the concept of how time evolves, but you do understand compound interest. Not in an investing sense, like financially, but also with your own habits as well. These habits over time, they will compound and they will build into something of great nature. But same thing happens with your destructive habits. It will just compound and then you will just get worse, and then regress, and then regress. So make sure in the morning you're doing something to get your mind on the right point. Make sure you're drinking water to get your body on the right structure to success. Yeah, man. When I write in my journal, I used to write goals in the sense of things that I want to obtain that are tangible. But for me personally, those have never really stuck on that well when it's something that's like a certain amount of money or a car. I don't really desire those type of things. Obviously, I want money. That's just a given. But in regards to something that really motivates me, that's not a mass motivator. So, I mean, to be honest with you, you saw my phone this morning and like, I've got this on my lock screen, 2.5 million. But I don't write that down though, I just look at it. But I like to write down characteristics that I want to have, you know what I'm saying? I want to become the man that can have the 2.5. You get me? So I write down things such as, I am a man who has a sound mind. I am a man who is excellent. I am a man who is loving. I am a leader. I am diligent. I write down these characteristics, these traits that I want to adopt because, you know, you want to chase the man, you don't want to chase the tangible thing. That's what I believe anyways. Going into the supplementation. Now, you want to treat yourself as if you're an athlete, man, because you are an athlete of life. So you want to make sure you're supplementing your body with the right things, just to give yourself that additional boost. Now, I take quite a few things, to be honest with you. Over time, my supplement stack, it definitely has changed. But right now, I don't think I'll add any more to what I have at the moment, unless I find a reason to. So I take electrolytes. That's just to hydrate myself effectively. Because yes, you obviously want to drink water, but electrolytes is what actually will keep you hydrated for a longer period of time, rather than you just drinking water. It's good for also just relieving. So you want to make sure you have an electrolyte complex that has chloride, potassium, calcium, sodium, and magnesium. I take magnesium glycinate, not in the morning, but I take it in the evening, around an hour before I go to bed. It really helps with just easing my muscles. It just relieves it of the tightness. Also helps boost my sleep quality. In the morning, so I take electrolytes. I take ashwagandha just to reduce my cortisol levels, because right now I'm doing quite a fair bit from what I was doing last month. And then the month prior, I'm always doing more things as I evolve in life, and these things are just increasing my stress levels. So cortisol is very important, especially if you want to reduce your water retention as well. It will help you keep you lean. Vitamin D. We live in the UK. Right now it's sunny as hell, but when it gets to winter times, there's barely any sunlight. So vitamin D, we need that. It's good to boost your overall energy and your immune system as well. I take omega-3s, fish oil. It's good for heart health, brain health, and your vision as well. You want to make sure you see things, you know? When people are just chatting BS to you, you want to make sure you can see their lies. I take Lion's Mane. I hope this focuses. People don't even see this. I take Lion's Mane. Good to just boost that cognitive focus. Like, I start work quite early. I start work at around like 7 to 8 a.m. most days. Like, actually training clients. So I want to make sure that I'm actually switched on. One last thing as well. This is more of a treat for myself. I add cacao powder to my coffee in the morning. It just makes it taste that even sweeter, you know? It's not even sweet, it's quite bitter to be fair, but I like it. To like do some stretch on it. So after I do that, I do a 5-minute stretch. Yeah, I'll do a 5-minute stretch after that for my body. So after I take my supplements, I just do a full body stretch for about 3 to 5 minutes. I hope you guys are seeing the trend that's going on here. Like in the morning, pray, read my Bible for my spiritual health, journal for my mental health, then take my supplements, hydrate myself, and stretch for my physical health. I want to make sure that you are prioritizing those 3 parts of your health. Very important to set yourself up for success for the day. Just knowing that you poured into yourself, and now when you go out into the real world, you can give more to other people. You can serve to the highest of your capability because you've given yourself that time in the morning. Very important. I've been single for coming up to around 3 months now. And I always get stuck into the mindset of thinking that I need to lock in and focus on myself so that I can just get to the bag. But sometimes I think it would be nice to have a woman by my side who can just build alongside with me. This is one of the many conflicting thoughts that I get on a daily. Pursuing relationships or pursuing my purpose. Like one thing that is a quality of mine that I don't think is that beneficial is that I have an all or nothing mentality. So I tend to put my all into something or I just don't do it at all. And that is really something that I'm just trying to eradicate. I want to have more balance in my life, man. I want to have more balance in my life. At the same time, I want to put my all into my purpose. I don't want any balance. It's really beneficial to do stretching and mobility in the morning because we've been sleeping for 7 to 9 hours in the same position. So you want to get your body nice and limber so that you can just feel nice and stretched out, and so that you can be more in tune with your body. And then when it comes to your actual workouts, you actually will be able to lift more weights because your muscles are not so tight and your body is not so tight. So before I get in the shower, I'm just going to prep my food that I made last night for work today. So I made a big tub of beef mince. Honestly, just cooking your protein in bulk, one of the easiest ways just to save time. And then I'm going to split that with instant rice. If you're a busy person, instant rice is the GOAT. Personally, I'm really not someone to care for variety. I'd rather just have the same thing day in and day out. Just remove a lot of that decision fatigue. Like we have a minimum of like 6,000 thoughts a day at the minimum. So the last thing I want to think about is what to eat. So that's why I just keep it extremely simple. Rice and beef. The taste, it tastes nice to me. The rice is a bit bland, but hey, we're not going for taste buds, we're going for performance. And I've been on my feet all day. I've had clients from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. at 4 sessions. And honestly, just like walking all the time, like I'm burning so much energy. And I can get hungry a lot mid-shift.
But something that's really useful for me, if I am getting just those hunger pains, is just having a 0-calorie drink. I tend to have like a Monster Energy, and that just suppresses my appetite clean. Like I'm looking up right there, yeah. I'll show you guys. See how this kitchen rules. If you use it, wash it. If you take it out, put it away. If you turn it on, turn it off. If you spill it, wipe it. If you break it, fix it. If you make a mess, tidy it up. So you see, like coming into the kitchen, you can see the rules. It's right there. So if you was to break any of the rules, you'll know exactly what to do, because there's a visual reminder. There's a visual reminder. And it just had me thinking how in my room, I have a whiteboard where it has all the things that I need to carry out for the month, all my targets and all the individual targets that I need to hit the weekly targets, and then the monthly targets. The same way there's a visual reminder right there, I have a visual reminder in my room for things that I need to do on a daily basis. But let's say, for example, if there was no kitchen rule sign, someone can just come into the kitchen and they could just make a mess. They could just break things. And yes, they might have the common sense to do something about it, but some people might, they might not. And without having that visual reminder, they might just decide to just go on with their day and not make any changes. And it just had me thinking, because I remember when I was in a relationship where I was pouring more into her than I was into my purpose. During those times, I didn't have a whiteboard. I didn't have any visual reminder of the things that I needed to do on a daily basis. I was just making the wrong choices, making the wrong decisions. I was slacking, to be honest with you. And I had no reminder of the things that I needed to do. So I was always going to revert back to seeking pleasure because I had no reminder of my deeper purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like in that relationship, that's when I was still dealing with my own problems. Binge eating, impulse control, lack of discipline, lack of structure. What I couldn't contain within myself, it poured out into my relationship. That relationship was a way of me just escaping my current reality. It wasn't until I had to make the hard choice to leave that relationship so I can look at myself in the mirror and so I can actually make some moves. Oh yes, you can do your thing. It's okay, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? And so I say this to say this. Like many people right now, they're doing certain things without even knowing the right thing to do because they have no visual reminder. They don't actually know what to do. They're just doing things willy-nilly. You need to actually have something written up on your wall, written up on a piece of paper. Like you saw how I was journaling this morning. Like I'm constantly having those visual reminders so that I know exactly what I need to do. So let's say, for example, if I was to get into another relationship or whatever, like I'm not gonna be thrown around by my own emotions because I'm always gonna revert back to the standards that I've set for myself that I can visually see every single day. But if you're stuck in an environment or stuck in a relationship or stuck in the same old habits repeatedly, and you have no visual reminder of what it is that you need to do, the chances of you getting out of that situation, bro, is gonna be slim. Because yes, you might see something online, you might read something, and you might get that motivation to actually go and do something. But you need to have reminders in order for you to actually carry it out, okay? You need to have reminders in order for you to know exactly what to do. You need to have reminders so that you can understand the task at hand. You need to have reminders so you can constantly carry out the actions that you need to carry out so that you can be the man that you need to be. Many people nowadays, they say they have mental health issues, anxiety, depression. My bro, you don't have mental health issues. You are the issue. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling depressed, don't be saying, oh, I'm fighting demons. Brother, you're the only demon to yourself. Think to yourself, what am I doing and what am I not doing for me to feel this specific type of way? And once you understand the things that you're doing and the things that you're not doing and the things that you should be doing, my only advice to you is to write it out. Have it on your wall so you look at it every single day so that you don't break the rules that you make for yourself. The same way I'm in the kitchen right now, if I make a mess, I'm gonna fix it. If you make a mess in your life, do you have a reminder of how you're going to fix it? If not, then you need to get that reminder, bro. Because I don't understand why we think that life is something to be played around with, that life is something that we can just take lightly. I'm not saying you shouldn't laugh, have a good time. I have a good time all the time, bro. But I understand that there's certain things that I need to do to get me to where I need to get to. So there's no damn way I'm gonna be waking up on my phone. Come on, bro. Because I have my whiteboard. I know exactly what I need to do, bro. So set that reminder for